Let's do. Okay. Participants. Morning, Ty. How you doing?
Hey,
Doing.
Miss Corn.
Hi, how you
Hey,
doing?
I'm doing pretty well this morning. How about yourself?
Doing okay. Doing okay. I'm so happy to see you all the time. You're really dedicated. This is very cool.
Man, man, because these classes are very cool. They daily information is in it, and they keep me grounded daily.
Good.
At least 1 hour a day keeps the trouble away.
I like it. I like it. That's
Fees
great.
and plus an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So, and these classes keep me busy, so my mind is never idle.
Good. That's good. Yeah, because, I'm a mom. If you get into trouble, I'm going to come and slap you. You know that.
Amen.
I can do that because I'm a mom, and I've had three boys, so yeah.
Amen.
Well, they're like 6'5", so all I can do now is pull down their socks and kick them in the shins. That's about
Or
it.
or still throw a shoe at him.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's about it. Uh, so it's yeah, so that's good. No, that's what I did with my guys, is kept them busy. So I gave them, they were in sports and music lessons, and that's always a good thing. Take some music. But I just think this is cool that you guys do this. I really do.
See, I'm glad that this agency provides us classes for the daily.
Good. How many? That's good.
We us-
Yeah, they
we
do
yeah
have.
we usually you usually take they're usually 6 days a week, so it keeps us busy.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, that's good. That's good. Now I'm working on a new one. We're just debating. Um, this one's the British accents. Obviously, this is going to be hysterical, but I'm working on the actor's voice, which might be in a month or two. But how actors speak and how you use your voice and projection and stuff like that. That I will say everybody needs. Just you need uh, to learn how to project your voice, to do the breathing, and there's a lot of components here. There's a lot of components, and you have to know that other actors are doing it. So, but even if you never get into full-time acting or you're doing it as a hobby or for fun, it is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's better than sitting around watching somebody else live their life, on the boob tube, on the internet or on television. You just always have to think they're living their life. They're not sitting here watching, scrolling. They're actually doing something. So I think this is very cool that people are doing something. This is great. So I'm going to try to make sure everybody comes in, and then I've got to figure out, as I do every time, wiggle around to figure out how to share stuff. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Because I'm always, if I have a problem, you can let me know. But I'm going to try to figure out how to share this stuff. Okay, here, and we go. Share, share, share. Okay. And okay. Anyway, yes, visible. Is it visible here? Where to go? Where to go? What does it so where does it say share? Oh, I always do this. Bump it down, and then this is good. And then I bump it. Close this down. This Too many windows. It's driving me crazy. Too many windows. Let's see how I do. Um, yeah, participants we've got here. Share. There we go. Got the share going on. I just can't figure out how to close this side window. But if everybody can see some
Yeah.
stuff, that's the main thing. Uh, yep, I'm screen sharing. This is good. And I'm going to check and see if participants, I think we still have. Like to, they want me to wait till exactly noon. There was a little bit of a mix up, I guess, so I don't know. Um,
Do you have any an Instagram or anything that we can follow you or
I have a website, which is Barringer Consultants, and what I am doing, and if anybody doesn't like it, don't worry about it. I was on a little bit of a vacay. I went to visit my son down in Florida, and so I'm still doing a little catch up. But I'm
okay.
because I've had a number of people that have been following what I'm doing. I started doing a little monthly, not too intrusive, newsletter to kind of,
Oh,
and then there's a blog that I have on my website and on Blogger. It's Behringer Consultants, and there's some info there. After my trip here, I went on a cruise. Now, my last cruise, I went to Alaska, but it was hiking, kayaking, boating, you know.
did you see the
Uh,
boreal lights?
that's what I want to see, the Northern Lights. No, I didn't get
Yeah,
to
the
see
Northern
them,
Lights.
but got to see bears and whales and things like that, which I really enjoyed. But this last one, I have to say, naive. I was naive. Oh, we got to start. So I guess I'm starting. I was naive. I didn't know there was like
Hello?
so much. Yeah, hi, how are you? I didn't know there was so much
Good morning.
drinking and stuff. Does everybody hear me
Uh,
okay? I think I've
Yes.
started okay. And if I've missed some of the participants, let me know. I will try to make sure that you can talk. That's what I
okay.
try to do because this is going to be an interactive class. But I was quite surprised at, well, let's just say some people don't have really good self-awareness and should really reconsider wearing thongs.
Are you serious? In Alaska?
No, not in Alaska. This was in Florida.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I wasn't clear. Uh, but I was, since had that mindset from the
and the
adventure
coast.
cruise, going to Florida with, I was not prepared.
You'll be traumatized going to San Francisco then when they new beaches.
Oh my God. Yeah. Now and I'm digressing here. My youngest son went to Germany for a year, did the junior year in Germany, and he went to a nude beach, and he sent me photos of nude hands and feet. Naked hands and feet. But he said there were some people there that totally disrobed, and he was like, "No, no, oh, oh, no, no," and he could not tell if it was a man or a woman. Enough said. Uh, it's like, oh my goodness,
This was in Rome, you said?
Yeah, no, this was in Germany. They have nude
Germany?
beaches,
Sorry.
and yeah, this was my son who went. So. All right, we better get started here. So it's too funny. It's like, okay, no, I got the pictures of the nude hands and feet, but I don't want anything else. Thank you very much. I've been in the medical field. I have seen enough skin. I really have. It's just enough. So, okay, here we are. Welcome everybody. If you haven't attended one of my classes before, I'm Corinne Barringer. I've been trained as a speech therapist, but no longer doing the medical part, but I still have that as a background. That's why I'm always very careful about vocal health and taking care of your voice and things like that. but I now have this, and I enjoy working with you guys. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and if I can help you with your career and also protect your voice, then I'm overall health and everything, I'm delighted. So what we're doing today, this is me. Yeah, let's see if we can do here. So I've been doing this for quite a while, over 25 years. It means I started when I was 7. No. Yeah, yeah, it's better if you laugh at my jokes. Yeah. But no, but yeah, it's like okay. So I tell
You aged
everybody,
very gracefully.
pardon?
You've aged very gracefully.
Well, thank you. I had a birthday back in February. I turned 102. Um,
Right.
that way people can say, "Hey, you look pretty good for your age." It's like, yeah, thank you. Um, no, if you can't laugh at yourself once in a while, come on. So what
Well,
we're going to do today is British accents and Cockney accent. Now, we're just doing an overview, just going to touch on it. I'm talking to some people, and maybe we're going to do a series of the, for so like 4 sessions of the British accent, or maybe I'll do it another. Obviously, you cannot get it all in one session. This is just an idea of what's going on, okay? And it's tricky. So this is just from my favorite author, Edith Skinner, To Speak with Distinction. We'll talk more about that in a bit. But the speech and your voice of a character must bring the character to life. It makes a difference. So here, if you haven't had the intro class to accents and dialects, you might want to take it or retake it. But what we're going to do is a quick review here. We're going to talk about accents and dialects in general, the categories and components, and British accents, and we're specifically going to narrow it down to the received pronunciation, which is the standard pronunciation, and then we're going to talk a little bit about Cockney, which everybody kind of thinks. But just for your information, there are 17, at least 17 distinct accents in the United Kingdom. Okay, that's a lot of accents. I think I'm going to do one in the future with the Scots accent. We can do that and see if I can do a series of the British, but we're going to work on that. And then we're going to do some individual practice because I really like to get people involved. And please don't be afraid. You're actors. You should be able to jump in. You are helping other people, even if you are. Yeah, here we go. I've got to let some more people talk. Even if, which I like to allow everybody to talk, just try to be polite and not talk over each other. That would be great. Um, but it's good to practice. It's good to practice and say it out loud. And this is the time to say, okay, I'm not doing this correctly. How do I fix it? So, all right. Difference between an accent and a dialect. Now, I will say there's a lot of overlap and there's a lot of discussion, and linguists get into it. Basically, what you're looking at is a dialect is a variation of that speech. So you could have, American Southern dialect, the top down South, and they have different words for different things. Okay.
yeah.
And so they might say, I've got to go sit on instead we might say couch or sofa, and they would say diet. Oh God, what is it?
Divan.
Divan, that's the word I'm looking for. And there's a
Oh,
Chesterfield and there's a company. So thank you. Um, and then an accent is I am speaking English as a second language, and so I have a French accent on the words, and it's an accent. Okay, you see the difference a little bit? Now, an idiolect, not an idiot-lect, is what is your individual interpretation of your dialect? Everybody has a dialect, has an accent. We all do. Some people in the Midwest like to think that we have the standard. No, we don't. We're pretty flexible. We say things. I'm from Chicago. I can still hear some Chicago words in, accents in my language. But because I'm in Michigan, I have to be careful because for a while there I had a Canadian O. I would say dollar, dole. I never got to some of the other ones, but I try to, edit that a little bit. And so we all have it. But an idiolect is the particular way in which you use your language, the words you use, the sounds you use, the phraseology, It's individualized. Okay. Now, here's something you may not think about when developing an accent or when you are thinking of developing an accent. The location, geographical. It can make a big difference whether you're from Alabama or Texas. There's differences, okay? For example, the South is not all the same. The location is different.
Yeah.
Ethnic, if you have a Chinese or Spanish, they're going to have certain phraseologies that they're going to use, certain accents they're going to use, something to take into consideration. Not everybody has the same development there. Socioeconomic, people don't like to talk about the difference in social strata. There are differences. How you speak in one, because I taught at a very high level school at one point, and yeah, it's different. So socioeconomic status can have an effect. And what is the accepted or standard? And so what we're going to talk about today with the British accent is the standard. Now, a lot of that has changed in Britain, and now they have something called estuary, which we're just going to touch on a little bit here, where it's a blending of the standard of British. It's like the standard American is what you hear on the television, the broadcasters, newscasters, all that. They had to really work to get a standard American dialect and accent so that they could televise that across. And you'll notice that in movies. But now some of the Brits, if you watch some of the British film, you will notice they not only, because it used to be you just had to be standard received pronunciation for you to be on the telly. Now it's a lot more flexible. So something to keep in mind. Constructed. There have been some constructed languages and pronunciations. If you look back, and I've mentioned this before in other classes, but if you look back at some of the black and white movies back in the 20s and 30s, you will notice they might say something like darling or dole. They really have the O's are like nobody speaks like that. That was constructed in their mindset. That was something that was to be admired. Time period. The accent is going to change. You can imagine in 100 years, depending on the character you're portraying, what time frame are you in? Something to think about because it makes a difference. Okay, here's another component. If I'm going too fast or saying something you're not sure about, please feel free to
Sorry,
ask a
can I
question.
interrupt a minute?
Pardon?
Yes. Can we have this, can you send us this,
I have a
uh,
handout that was sent to you. If you didn't get it, uh, I have my email there. I will send it to you. Just send me your
sure.
email and I'll email it to you. But Justin said he sent it out. So it's just something to,
Maybe I didn't notice it, but can I put my email in the questions and answers?
sure, sure.
Yeah,
I'll see if I can download that. I
thank you.
I'm good at some things. Some of this I'm still learning. So if I lose you, I'm sorry, but my email will be up and my phone number. You can text me, you can email me, and I'd be
Okay.
delighted to. Not a problem. Not a problem. So this is because this is. I'm glad you're asked. I mean, that makes me feel good. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Components of an accent and dialect. So no matter what you're looking at, no matter what you want to do, these are some words you need. This is some vocabulary you need to have, okay? Especially if you're going to proceed in this. A phoneme is a sound. It's not the spelling, it's the sound of whatever it is. So, and it means manner, place, and voicing. Now, the manner is, and I go into this with the other dialects, whether it's a plosive, an affricate, that kind of a like that, or a shh, okay? That's the manner. Place is in the front of your mouth, the back of your mouth, behind your teeth. Voicing and we come into that, we will be doing that with the Cockney for sure. Voicing is specifically for consonants because all vowels are voiced. Now, I'm just going to stop here for a second. If there is anyone that really doesn't know what a vowel is or a consonant is, I'll just do it real quick. Yeah, I don't want you to, but a vowel is A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. All of those are vowels. They are all voiced. Okay, so voicing means you're you're going to feel the vibration in your throat here. Not all consonants are. So some are like the TH. You can have This, it's already being voiced when you're getting the TH before you get to the vowel. Or thin, you're not, is unvoiced, and you're not going to feel the vibration until you get to the vowel. Think, thin, okay? That's a quick overview. Morphemes are words. A morpheme is the smallest unit of meaning. Okay, this is like an S at the end of dollars would be a small unit. It's a plural. Okay, it adds a plurality to it. Intonation, and this is melody rhythm. Every language has its own rhythm. How long you're holding the melody, where you put the stress, pitch, how high or low are you going to put your voice, or are you going to, what Americans do is at the end of a sentence, we tend to swallow it and close, especially males kind of swallow the last in the sentence, and the Brits tend to keep it up, the energy
Wow,
up. So something to
man.
think about. Yeah, any questions? Make
Uh,
sense?
uh, Nails,
Yeah.
yeah, no, it does. Yeah, I'm just wondering. Yeah, I'm just thinking, processing what you're saying. That's really. I think I have a question, but I'll formate.
Okay. Yeah, you can listen. All right. It's sometimes it takes a minute to kind of get all the words in your head. Okay, articulation is how well you are speaking the word, how well you are moving your mouth to get the sounds out. So there's elisions, which is connections, omissions, we sometimes drop things, transition between the word and the vowel, and the initial vowel of the succeeding word. These are all, I mean, we're getting really technical here, so I hope I'm making your brain hurt.
Yes.
Our coloration means, are you using a strong R or not? Now, both in the Brit and the Cockney, they tend to be not R coloration. They tend to let the R slide, make it go away, kind of do it just relaxed. There's not much there. So it's called a non-rhotic language, R-H-O-T-I-C. They don't do a lot of R coloration. And these are some areas that I think people don't think about when they're doing an accent is the individual, your character's vocabulary or lexicon. What jargon do they use? Colorful metaphors. That's another word for swearing. So how do they swear? And it's different. The metaphors are different. I was traveling and I met an Australian who was talking about someone. We have a lot of words, for example, on drinking, getting drunk, too much to drink. And when you get into other dialects, it gets funny because I remember one Australian was telling me that he was pissed as a parrot. Never heard that before. Okay, we've heard three sheets to the wind. We've heard, all of these. And he was pissed as a parrot. Okay. So these are kind of fun things to think about. And then there's also something called Cockney rhyming slang, which I'll just touch on. But oh my gosh, that's a whole different category. I'm just going to touch on it a little bit. And there's also grammar, filler words, and slang. So jargon is different from slang. Um, Grammar, it's, does that has an effect when, because Americans, English is subject, verb, object, right? Not everybody does that. And if you have an accent with some people, and I'm just giving you little touches here, you might notice if somebody has a second language, they're speaking English as a second language, they might drop the article. So instead of saying, I have the apple or an apple, I have apple, and that's common
Yeah.
in their language. So just something to keep in mind. So if you have to come up with something fast, I'm trying to give you some strategies here. Okay. Here's some more components. Your voice, your tone, your quality, vitality, how nasal you are. In the Midwest, we are very nasal. Voice or tone, I would just tell you real quick, the Japanese, the women tend to go high because it's, and the men
What?
tend to go like shogun, warrior. But the women tend to go high, high, da, 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 high. So something to think about.
Uh-huh.
Rate of speech, because it's considered more feminine, okay? And is more valuable in that culture. So anyway, rate of speech, how fast are you talking? I'm talking probably a little bit too fast right now. Intensity has to be, how are we doing on time? Okay, doing all right. Rate of speech, how fast are you talking? Intensity, how loudly are you speaking? Are you speaking very loudly? Are you really shouting, or that or not? Are you whispering? Pitch is your tone of voice, and you can change that. Even if you have a very low tone normally, you can rest your voice by going up a little higher, but maybe changing pitch on your character might be something. Then there's also the support system, which is nonverbal or mannerisms, because everybody has little different mannerisms and nonverbal, how do they position their head? Do they cock it? Do they, uh, I had a friend who always she always kind of pursed her lips when she was speaking, and you kind of thought, is she approve or not approve? Kind of a little dicey there. Just something to think about. Nonverbal can help support your accent and dialect. Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit here. Cockney origins, linguistic background, just a little bit here. Starts with a Kentish language at that time, referred only to Londoners, okay? And this is Cockaigne, imaginary town made of cake, streets of gold. Okay, and that's where the hybrid of Cockney and RP is called estuary English. So that's something that's coming on. That's something new, but you can see it in some of the films. Code switching, varying your style of speech according to social context or specific purpose. You might have heard that in some other places here. You might have already been aware of that, but it's a typical thing. You code switch. Well, for example, you're not going to, just go back here, you're not going to speak to your dog or your child the same way you speak to your boss. So you're going to vary the style of speech. You're not going to go to your boss and say, "Oh, you're a good boy, it's a good thing." You're not going to do that. So you already know how to do this. This is something you can already do. You're going to speak to your family members differently than you speak to, say, a customer. It's or your dog. Sit, stay. You're not going to do that. Or use a good boy. All right. Any questions on what we've covered so far? I know we've kind of gone a little quickly here, but I want to get to the point where everybody's going to get a chance at some of this. So this is the fun part. This is the fun part. Okay. Standard British dialect is called the RP, it was received pronunciation. And is this what everybody's kind of interested in?
Yeah.
Does anyone
Yes.
have something coming up or that they're going to try out for?
Not yet. I just want to be
Not
ready.
yet? Okay, just want it in your hip pocket. Okay. If this is what I've kind of geared this for. Something you can have in your hip pocket that you can do. Because if you're going to do a tryout, an audition for, say, a certain role, and they want you to speak in a particular dialect or accent, my advice is at this stage, early stage, you're not totally immersed in it. Pick one or two sounds that you can produce consistently, reliably, rather than try to do the whole thing and it sounds a little off. So the T for the Brits, it's unvoiced, aspirated, released, plosive. A lot of new words, medial and final position. So that means that means it's going to be t, okay, aspirated, released. So it's a plosive rather than and you make it by putting your tip of your tongue behind your teeth. Same place where you make the D. So the T and the D are related, okay? They're cognates, they're related. So is unvoiced, and you're going to have a little puff of air, but they're very clear. Americans say ladder. I have to write a letter. The Brits are going to say letter. I have to write a letter. All those T's will be crisp and clear, okay? So if you're going to say better, lot of, shatter, eating, sit down. Now notice on writer. So on sit down, there's a little space between, I'm not going to say sit down, which is what Americans would do. We'd blend it right there. We'd link it. But we're going to say for the Brits, it's going to be better, lot of, shatter, motive, eating, sit down, writer.
So it's very Canadian like. It's more like Canadian English, I find.
Well, the Canadians have probably took a little bit from the Brits, I would think.
I'm from Canada, yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
night and you want to pronounce your yeah.
Okay. Yes. So like I said, I haven't said a boot yet, but I will say dollar. So because I'm in Michigan, if you look on the map, we're slightly north of Canada. Ontario kind of slides underneath.
Yeah.
So we are very, very close. And of course we have that whole
We're
other
neighbors.
pardon?
We're neighbors.
We're neighbors, absolutely, and but the UP, which is the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, it's up here, that's a whole other dialect variation, which is a lot of fun. And but anyway, this is the British as composed to the Americans, which we would say better, lot of, shatter, motive. You hear that duck sound? Eating, eating. We're not going to be that crisp. So this is one sound if you have to audition as for a Brit, at least get this sound. So who wants to try it?
I'll try.
I'll
Okay. Tracy?
Yes.
Is that you? Okay, give it a try.
Better, lot of, shatter, motive, eating, sit down, writer.
Good. Very good. Very good. Anyone else? Want to give it to go?
I'll try.
I'll go.
Okay. Go right ahead. Do you have the words? Okay, Nicola, I can't hear
What
you.
are the words? Sorry, what are the words?
There's a list of words that were on the handout, and it's what I've said. It's better, lot of, shatter, motive. Just try a couple of those. Just try writer, letter, whatever you can think of.
Writer, letter, better,
better. Let me do that again.
better,
That's it.
better.
Yeah. Okay,
shatter.
a lot of shatter. Now on better and shatter and writer, you're going to deroticize the R. So it's going to be softened, okay?
Writer,
Better,
writer,
writer. We're not going to go
better,
writer. That would be American. Writer.
writer,
That's it. Sit down.
better, sit down.
Good. Eating.
Eating,
Motive.
motive,
Shatter.
shatter,
Lot of.
lot of. Oh, really?
Okay. Lot of. I have a lot of apples. Lot of.
Lot of,
Not
lot
lot
of.
of. Nope. That's American or Canadian. Lot of. I want that T real crisp.
Lot of.
There we go. Shatter. And watch that R at the end.
Shatter.
That's better. Better. See? Okay.
Better.
Everybody.
Thank you.
That makes some sense for everyone?
Yes.
That was good.
Indeed.
Okay. Yes. This is at least one sound. If you can do this sound, and it's not easy, you go look at a script and just do that crisp T as practice. It's something I'd recommend is just do that crisp T, and it will
Can I give it a go?
Pardon? You want to give it a go?
Sorry,
Great.
sure.
Paul, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have the handout. I missed that.
Okay.
Can you say it for me and I'll just copy it
Better,
after?
better.
Better.
Letter,
Letter.
lot of,
Lot of.
motive,
Motive.
eating,
Eating.
sit down,
Sits down.
writer.
Writer.
Good, 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 good. Okay, now the next one here, but it's in.
I had my hand up. I'd like to go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Julie, go right ahead.
Better, lot of, shatter, attitude, motive, 30, eating, writer.
Good. Okay. Very good. Very good. Now that word attitude, I didn't have it there, but I'm going to. That's going to be important in the Cockney version coming up here shortly. But Okay, now this one is tricky. This next one. Anyone else before I go on? Anyone else want to give it a go? Give it a try? I'm trying to see who's. Let's see if I can. Oh, good grief. There we go. Um, Now, like I said, it's my fault if I'm not doing this correctly. I'm trying to get everyone, participants, get everyone here. I'm trying to get everyone clicked in so that you can talk. I like to have everybody given the chance. Okay, I think I have it there. The last person. Okay, this one takes a little bit. The use of y after alveolar consonants. Alveolar means that little bumpy ridge behind your teeth. That's the alveolar ridge behind your top front teeth. You can feel it with your tongue. It's a T, a D, an N, or an L. They're all produced with your tongue hitting that alveolar ridge. Okay. And S, and it's used S before a U vowel. So it's not for everything, but it comes across like this. Dual, during, lure, news, intuition, assume, student, tune. Now we're not going to say tuel, we're going to say tool, do, and to. And now in American English, we're going to say dual, during, lure, news. You might say news, heard it on the evening news. Brits are going to say news, intuition, assume, student, tune, dual. Do you hear the difference, first of all? Can you hear it?
Big
Yes.
difference. Big
Okay.
difference.
Yeah, if you can hear it, you're halfway there. Okay, you got it. Because some people have, I mean, no joke, this is not easy. Getting an accent is not easy. Not everybody can do it. Okay, so don't be too hard on yourselves. This takes some time. All right, who wants to try?
I'll do it.
Okay, who's I'm trying to
That
find
that
it.
was me, Kai.
Kai, okay, Kai. There we go. Go right ahead. Whoops, what did I just do? Did I think I made it all
No,
right? Did I do it okay?
I got it
There we
right. I
go.
got it right here in front of me.
That's the Cockney. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Lost it. It's me, and if I bump
One.
something, everything goes to. Okay, let's try. Let's try,
Eh,
Kai.
Okay. Dual, during, lure, news, intuition, assume, student, and tune.
Good. You've got it. Now you've got it in that context. Now the next step that I would direct everybody, invite everybody to do is you've got it, but it's not, and you can probably feel it. It's not. It doesn't come easy. You have to work at it. So when you're doing an accent, it has to be, when you really develop it, it just comes. You don't have to think about it. But good job. That was good. It
Thank
feels
you.
weird, doesn't it? Feels a little weird.
No,
Yeah.
not really because I practice all different voices and voice acting, so I'm kind of get used to it.
Good for you. Good for you. That's great. Okay, who else wants to try? This is the time to do it and screw up. This is the time. You've got me
I'll
here.
try.
Okay.
All right. Dual, during, lure,
Oh,
news,
oh, okay. I got everyone but lure.
lure,
Lure.
lure,
Yeah, this one's tough because they're coming. Okay, keep going. Good job.
news, intuition, assume, student, tune.
Good job. Good. Good. I know this is when it's something, it's a different muscle movement. So you've got to think about it like that. This is just moving muscles, but you're doing it differently. And it's only that y comes only after an alveolar consonant. So it's only going to come after a T, D, N, L, okay? And an S before a U vowel. So student, see, but that S, okay. And that during, dual, and some are harder because I think it's harder because newer. The tongue is already positioned very well for the D's and the N. The L is a tougher one. That's a tougher, I can feel that myself. That's a tougher one.
All right, could I
Okay.
give it a go?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Deal, during, lure, news, intuition,
Okay, do
assume,
intuition again.
stu- intuition,
Intuition.
intuition,
There we go.
assume, student, tune.
Okay, slow down on assume. I want to hear assume again.
Oh, assume,
Assume. Okay,
student, tune,
tune. Okay, do student again.
student.
Student. Okay, that's better. That's better. Anyone else? Good job.
Can I try it?
Thank you.
Sure.
Okay. Deal, during,
Oh,
lure,
nope. During.
during,
Yeah.
during, during,
Yeah.
lure,
Lure.
news, lure,
Yeah, that's a tough one. Keep going.
news, intuition,
Good.
assume,
Good.
student, tune.
Good. Okay. Just watch on the lure, intuition, news, because we say news, but it's
You got to
news.
really drag that lure out, right? You got
Well,
to
the lure
drag that. Like,
yeah, until you get faster at it, this go slowly. That's what you have
yes,
to do is go slowly. Even if it's even like lure, lure until you get that motion down. And remember, it's always
lure.
muscle memory. It has to do with muscle memory. Okay, anyone else? That one's a
May
tough
I
one.
try?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. So, um, dual,
No, try dual.
dual,
There you go.
during,
During. This is good. I'm glad you volunteered. Good for you. During.
lure,
That's good.
news,
Use, good.
intuition,
Intuition.
intuition,
Good.
assume,
Okay, that was better.
student,
Nope, student. Think of putting an E in there. If the J doesn't work for you visually, think of putting a student.
student,
There you go.
tune.
And then all you do is you just practice that enough. Good. Think about putting an E in there. Duel, during, lure. And then as you practice, that holding time for that E will shorten and it'll flow better. Okay?
Thank
Sometimes
you.
you have to do it. I had a physician
Tune,
one.
during,
Yeah.
lure,
Tune. Oh,
news,
okay, who's speaking?
intuition.
Intuition. Who's talking?
Oh, that
Oh,
was
here we-
me. I'm sorry.
Leslie. Okay, good. Go ahead. Do it again.
Dual, during, lure, news, intuition,
And watch. Intuition.
intuition.
No.
No,
No, almost. Intuition.
intuition,
Not quite, but keep going.
intuition.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Assume,
No, assume.
assume.
Assume. Yeah, think about it as an E.
Assume. Okay.
Yeah,
Student,
that's better.
tune,
Tune.
tune.
Excuse me.
Is that better?
Mhm. This is not easy.
It is not easy.
It's not easy. And what
I can do the
hope you kind of get
T's
from
all
this
day.
is that what you're trying to do, what I'm trying to get everyone to do, is get a little more flexible with their pronunciation because we're used to speaking in a certain way all of our lives. And now we have to do something different and learn how to move your mouth differently, learn how to make different sounds. And it is challenging. It's challenging. It's like they really should teach a second language. I started a while ago, but when they start fourth grade, third grade is when they should start, which is when I started. But I came from a bilingual household, so my ear was still pretty good for different sounds. And but once you hit puberty, learning a second language, and this is kind of it, it's the accent and being able to reproduce the sounds. Once you hit puberty, that part of the brain neurologically actually shuts down. It kind of goes
Wow.
off. Because it says the brain is saying, you've had enough time as a child to learn how to speak, and now we have to reproduce. So we're going to go into that's what happens with puberty. Then all of a sudden you're just interested in something else entirely. And then that actually is a neurological thing. It's a brain thing. So nothing we could do. Some people, I've met one man who spoke 17 languages fluently. That's like being Beethoven, okay? That's a genius level. That's not, if you can speak a second language fluently, you're doing very, very well, and especially as
But
an adult. It's
but they but they always tend to teach foreign language in high school though. They don't tend to teach it through elementary for some
I
odd
know, and
reason.
they should. And I would like to slap somebody for that, but I can't. But that's when they should be teaching a second language.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
very,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I've had some people from Europe, some foreign speakers that were like, why don't you speak all these? Because we can go from Indiana to Illinois to Colorado and we don't have to change our language.
Mhm.
So, no, we're not lazy. We're just, that's the way it is. If we lived in a country or like in Europe where you go from Italy to France or France
Hmm.
to Spain, and you have to learn to speak a different language to get along because it's close. It's like going from Illinois to Indiana. You've got to speak. It would be, it would behoove you to learn. So
Yeah.
it's just, and if they lived in an area like that where everybody spoke the same language, they wouldn't bother learning how to speak French or Spanish either. They just do their
Excuse
home
me.
language.
What the like if you're capable of learning languages, if that's your thing, do you think that you get like better at it though? Like
Oh,
you have to work
absolutely. Absolutely. No, if you, and there's, watch the time here. There are some Mango languages I would recommend online. And this is
at
another way to support your possibility of doing an accent or learning a language. It's very good because it's free. It's called Mango Languages, and it's free. You can pick a. They have a bazillion languages there. Every French, Spanish, Russian, everything, and uh, Polish. God, I can't remember Arabic. They've got everything. So it's a good thing to just even explore, even if you're not interested in actually learning the language, but just you can record yourself and play it back and hear yourself. And that's one of the benefits. You can sort of hear yourself and you can start learning the sounds. So if you decide that I need a French accent and it is right here and I can learn the language, I would recommend go do that. That would be helpful. Anything like that. And also, because American schools have been really, in my opinion, neglectful about teaching grammar, it's a good way. Learning a second language will teach you grammar. You will have to learn it. So it's just something we seem to hate it. And it's like, no, you gotta learn to speak with the grammar so that people can understand. Okay, here we go. Now we're just going to do this real quickly because I'm watching the time. R and R coloration and silencing. When R follows a vowel, non-rhotic, neutral or slightly spread lips, tongue tip remains low in mouth. So here we go. Bed, hair, and worm, fast, journey, kernel. Now there's no R in there at all. Look at English. Aren't we fun? Warm, caught, sport, morning, sword, fork, forum. Okay, very soft. Okay, now that's a
Good.
little extra articulation that I would recommend for everyone just to improve your speech is try to say did you, would you, could you, should you instead of did you, would you, could you. You'll elevate your speech right away.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's a little add-on there. But who wants
Mhm.
to try this? This is just going to you're just slow, you're kind of erasing the R. It's non-rhotic, neutral, bad, ha, and um this one that earned is funny. I had to work with a physician one time who was having problems because he wanted his patients to take their iron pills, but you know how you spell iron is IRON, and he kept calling it, which is very sensible,
Iron,
iron. They have to
iron.
take their iron pills. And of course, they didn't understand. It is spelled iron, but I had to put like I and then use this word, earn. I earn. I said, say it this way. So
Iron.
sometimes you have to use different strategies to sort of help yourself. Hence the E before the U thing. If better than a J, that doesn't connect with you. Try thinking like I need an extra E in there. EU, we just kind of figure it out. Okay, who wants to try some of this? Okay, this is Vanessa. Vanessa?
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, well, I'm learning to read the hands up thing. I'm kind of I'm not that good. I'm learning certain of these things.
I was grabbing water. You caught me by surprise.
Didn't mean to scare you. Okay, go right ahead.
Bud, her, un, wom, first, Johnny, Connor.
Connell. This one's Connell is
That's
hard.
a hard one. Yeah.
It's a hard one. Good
did
job.
good.
Good job.
Oh no.
Yeah, I would recommend, record yourself and play it back a couple times. Okay.
I'm sorry.
How do you say Colonel at
She-
the end?
Connell. Connell. I mean, there's no flipping R in there at all, is there?
No.
Connell. We say, and what do we say? Colonel.
Mhm.
Like a kernel of corn. But
We
we
do
put
say
an R
the
in
R.
there.
We say
It's an
the R.
intrusive. It's actually an intrusive R, kernel.
Yeah.
We put an R in there that isn't even, Well, that's because English has absorbed multiple languages over the years, and it has helped us in a lot of ways, but sometimes it's kind of gets a little crazy, like the words anything with IGHT, like right, might, fight, that the GHT thing came in during the Germanic period when they started spelling things like that. So we've got a lot of history on how the English language absorbed other features of other languages, and
So
that's
now-
why.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
Okay, who wants to try?
I'll try.
I'll go.
Okay, who's I?
Tracy.
Oh,
Tracy. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to scroll here. Okay, Tracy.
Bird, her, earn, worm, first, journey, kernel,
Okay, try journey again. Journey.
journey,
Journey. Okay. Good. Bird. Try bird again.
bird,
Bird. Okay. Good. Okay. Very good. Yeah, we're getting this. It's just like erasing the R. But it's a little, the funny thing is it's not totally gone. There's a little something there. There's a little sound there, that little artifact of the R that's still present. So it's not like if you took out the R in first, it'd be fist, right? So there's still something there. It's fast. So there's still something, a little bit of an artifact there. So
a hint.
Pardon?
It's a hint of it.
It's a hint. That's a good way to put it. Okay. Anyone else want to try this?
sure, I'll try.
Okay.
One second here.
Okay. Who is this? Oh, Paul. Hi, Paul.
Hello.
Where are you from?
London, Ontario.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey
So
there.
we have, okay, go right ahead.
Okay. So bed, her, earn, worm, first, journey,
Oh,
journey,
yeah, watch that
Journey.
R. Just make it a little softer. Johnny.
journey,
There you go.
kernel.
Carnal. I know that one's an ugly one.
Yeah, that was hard.
It's just an ugly one. Okay. Very good. Very good. And I know we want to, we're running out of time, so I want to get to everyone's, this one, the Cockney, just a little bit on the Cockney. We probably can't do it all. I'm probably in future going to separate these two. Okay, just to let you know. Because some people want the Cockney, some people want received, but we're going to touch on this a little bit just for fun.
Cockney, I'm not heard of this. What is sorry.
Pardon?
This is mad. What's Cockney? Can you define?
Oh, okay. Cockney is a dialect, and you've probably heard it and didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So, Cockney is a dialect. It is spoken in England, not just in the UK. I mean, the UK means all the bunch of little islands there, but this is Cockney is, and if you haven't, because there's Liverpudlian, there's
Yeah.
came with the Beatles and all that stuff. But Cockney is kind of considered a lowbrow dialect. Like the Queen does not speak Cockney. Okay, so the received pronunciation is the standard pronunciation, but if you watch some British films, you will hear Cockney. And this is
Yes.
kind of the, like I said, it's a little bit lower on the socioeconomic straight up. So what you're going to say is trying. AI is a diphthong.
Trying. Yeah.
Trying, light,
Oh,
time, vice, mind, time, eyeball, sty,
the young
right
ones. This is
Right.
this makes me think of the young ones, the TV
Pardon?
show. The young
Time.
ones.
Light.
Now this I'm going to go a little bit fast because we've run out of time, but that's okay. Um, I'm just going to go real quick. Now let's jump to the F because this one's easy to do. F is used instead of a voiceless TH, the voiceless TH, not the voiced, okay? Things, nothing, free, 30, birthday, through, south, okay? I mean, it sounds crazy, but it's F is used instead of the TH. You may have heard that. These are things you can just watch. And the T that I'm just going to run over them real quick and then we can pick some things, is at the start of the syllable. Timetable, perturbed, return, Thames, stupid, attitude. Now, the reason attitude is the T at the beginning of the syllable for Tude, tude. We have to do that yeah sound there too. Attitude. But the other T's are the glottal stop. Final in a word or syllable. You got to remember what a syllable is. So when the Brits are saying better, lot of, shatter, attitude, motive, 30, eating, writer. The Cockney accent, Cockney dialect is going to be better, lot of, shatter, attitude. Now they're going to do the it is the end of the syllable, but the tude is at the beginning of the syllable. Attitude, motive, 30, eaten, and they're going to take off that ing and just make it an in.
That's
Eaten, right. Okay, so I'm Bruce, kind of brushed through those fast, but if anyone wants to try any of those, this is the kind of fun one, but the glottal stop is in the back of your throat. Better, lot of, shatter. This is kind of a distinctive sound for the Cockney dialect. And then the F, things, nothing, nothing, free, free fighting. Okay, birthday. But the AI, time, light, and this you can also be a little more nasal than you might need, like M and N in the words came and train, they are nasal consonants, but face, you can still make that a nasality, kind of more of a nasal sound, where normally it shouldn't be. It should be face, and but this one you can face, you can put it vice, mind, time, eyeball, sty, try up. So, okay, who wants to who wants to try? Who wants to try?
I
Pick one of the sounds.
okay, I'll try. I want to go for the things. The
Okay.
it, yeah. So hold on. Let me
Take it. Okay.
so but what there's no F in things. So things, nothing,
No,
tree,
it's going to be, you're going to take the TH off and put an F.
eh,
Things,
eh, things,
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 nothing,
nothing,
not nothing, nothing with an F.
nothing,
Nothing,
nothing, nothing. Um, tr tr
nope, free,
three, three,
no, free.
free,
Yep, like
free,
free, yep,
free,
30,
30,
30. I need an F. You know what
birthday.
would be helpful for you is
Yeah.
rewrite the words, take out the TH and put an F.
Take out
So
the
you,
TH.
so
Okay.
so you
Okay.
get a visual. It'll help you visually.
Through
Good.
and south.
South. Okay.
South.
The
I got.
And let the
got-
birds go. I let the birds go free, and they flew south.
Yeah. Through. Yeah. I
Through.
like it.
No, it's I know this is not I keep saying this is not easy, so don't be too hard on yourself. Who wants to try?
I'll
Pick
try.
one of the sounds. Anyone?
I'll try.
Vanessa, did
Yeah.
you want to try?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll try the last one. Things, nothing.
Nope. I'm
Things.
hearing a TH.
You did? Okay, we'll try
Yeah.
again. Things,
Thing.
nothing. Things,
Yeah,
nothings. Free,
that's better.
30,
Bertie.
30.
There you go.
Birthday,
Nope. Birthday.
birthday.
No, put an F. Are your
I
your
did.
teeth? Did you? Okay. Birthday. Okay.
Birthday.
Good.
Through,
There you go.
south.
There you go. Okay. It feels weird, doesn't it?
It does.
It's very strange. Yeah. Sometimes for this, like I said, I would get some of those words, rewrite them with the F's just so that you get a visual in your head.
Can I give it a
Something to
shot?
think. Yeah, absolutely. Pick one of the sounds, whatever one you want.
I'll try that one that was just tried by Vanessa. Things, nothing, free, 30,
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
birthday, through, south,
South. Okay. Let me hear you do things again. Things.
things,
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me because sometimes it's made in a similar way, and so all I'm hearing is the air going through. So it's kind of hard for me to be absolutely picking up on it. Say birthday,
birthday,
birthday.
birthday,
Good. Good. Make that. And free,
3,
free. Okay. Nothing, nothing. Actually, it's got to be nothing,
nothing,
nothing.
nothing,
No, don't do the ing.
oh,
Nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. There you go. Okay. Anyone else want to give it a try?
I'll go.
May I?
Okay. Okay. Who's okay? Kai, I see you. Kai,
Yeah.
which one do you want to try?
I'll go with the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go. We got trying, like, kind, face, mind saying, able, stay, and try to.
Try.
Try.
Okay. Let's try. Now, when you're doing this is called a diphthong. There's two sounds in one. Trying, trying,
Trying,
light,
like,
kime.
kind,
There you go. Face.
face,
Okay. And you can make it a little more nasal. Mine was good. Eyeball.
able,
Sty.
stay.
Good. Okay. Good. This is good. Like I said, don't be too hard on yourselves. This is something new and it's a little tricky. Okay. Anyone else?
May I try?
Sure.
Please. Thank you. I'd like to try the glottal stop. It has a little bit of everything.
Good for you. Good for you.
Thank you. All right. Better, lot of, shatter,
Okay. Nope.
attitude. Nope.
Okay. Hold on. Close.
Okay.
Slow down.
Okay.
Shut up.
Shatter.
Yeah. This is the difference between the received pronunciation and the Cockney.
So then how does it work when I'm trying to combine timetable, so it's the second syllable with the T, but it's like shatter,
Okay. Yeah.
attitude.
Shut up in the Brits, in the received, it's going to be shatter, better, lot of. But in Cockney, it's better. We're going to do the glottal stop. When it's final in the word or syllable, shatter. But but when it's in attitude, the first glottals with the ATT, those are actually two syllables right there. It's a three-syllable word, attitude. The T before the U is the beginning of a new syllable. So it's attitude.
Attitude.
Yeah.
Attitude. So you really just
attitude. So it's kind of yeah.
All right. Motive.
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 Yeah, we're
So you still kind of swallow it. Yeah.
We're going to glottalize that T. Motive.
Motive.
Okay.
Motive. Betty.
Betty.
Betty. Betty.
Okay.
Eaten.
Eaten. Good.
Writer.
Right. Right.
Right.
Getting the
Right.
glottal is a little tricky for a lot of
Mhm.
us, because
Mhm.
we don't. It's not a sound that we have, and it is a
Right.
sound. It's not a sound we have or procedure we have for making any of the sounds that we normally have in
But
American.
it's funny, like it's always the like quintessential when everyone's like, "Oh, do you need a cockney in your back pocket?" Just say bottle, bottle,
Bo-
what a bottle.
Have a coffee in your back pocket. I'll check. Let me see. I might have. I pulled them somewhere. No, it's very
Thank
funny.
you.
It's very funny. So, all right, I'm just going to, because we are getting close here, let me just go briefly here.
Oh,
Resources. This would be what I'd recommend. If you can get this guy's very good. Paul Meyer with his, if you can buy it. When I had the in-person classes, I could get it for cheaper. But if I can do that now, I'll have to check. Speak with Distinction by Edith Skinner. This is hard to find. If you find it and it's in a reasonable price, like at a used bookstore someplace, don't pay $700. I mean, that's crazy. But I've seen it. It's like this is insane because it's just out of print. However, Internet Archives. Here's the download. You can get it free on the Internet Archives. It's not audio. But it's there. You can get the free download. It's there. It doesn't have the CDs, but it's a start. Highly recommend. And the Cockney rhyming slang, that's hysterical. Go online, Lang Focus, British native speaker, let them talk TV. Rhyming slang means I'm going to go up the apples and pears, which means I'm going upstairs. Got to talk on the dog and bone. Bone rhymes with phone, so it's talking on the phone. There's a whole history of why it's done that way, and it's hysterical. But it's
The
the point.
bone.
Yeah, the point is it's available. This is something you now know that you didn't know before. So websites online YouTube, check it out. If you have to do Cockney received pronunciation, they have the topic there at .com, top received pronunciation. And where am I here?
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I got it. I just took a snap. I just took a picture.
Oh, took a snapshot? Okay.
I need to run, but thank you so much for this class. This is very helpful, and thank you for the handouts.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
It was
Need
wonderful.
anything? And I'll probably send everybody, if you send me your email address, I will send you, if you want, I'll send you a monthly, not too intrusive, but geared for actors, kind of some extra, it's free.
You can intrude me, babe.
Pardon?
No, a great class. Amazing. I loved it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, here we go. And there's question and answers, and here's some other. I got a free
thank
digital
you.
copy. Thanks. Have a good day.
It's an amazing
Okay.
class. Thank you.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, this is me if you need me for that. Handouts of this session. There's my email. That one goes direct to me, so I will be sure to get that one. Some of the other ones I have to kind of search sometimes, but I've got a little book that might be helpful, 7 Strategies for Dynamic Voice. If you're interested, let me know. And then I can send you the monthly thing, which I'm working on. I already had one issue, but we'll see if we can. Got interrupted, so I got to get back on it. But it's kind of fun. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate
you.
everybody. This was fun.
Thank you again.
Okay, you
Thanks for
take
making
care.
it easy.
God bless you all.
Well, thank you. You take care
Thank
now,
you.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okey doke.
Okay.
That was fun. Everyone here?
It
Who's here?
was. Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
oh, you're still here. Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. Listen, I can do other things.
I thought we were alone. I thought it was
No, that's okay. I'm
the
a little bit goofy on some of this. I'm still learning, but I can do other things. Like
You're wonderful,
well,
honestly.
thanks.
Thank
I
you.
know how to change the oil on an aircraft.
Wow.
I can rappel down the side of a building. I learned how to do that with search and rescue. So yeah, I can do other things.
Good
So,
job.
all right, take care.